This is by Waddy Mitchell, called The Cure. Elmer really wasn't liked by his neighbors and his peers. He pulled his shady dealings and shenanigans for years. But we all felt sorry for him when the news had come around. Chemo was the reason he was shedding hair and pounds. So we all helped out. Made sure his chores got done. He needed something in town, why one of us would make the run. The women did the laundry, cooked his meals, brewed his tea. As sorry as he is, he's still part of our community. One day my wife came to him and she said that she and Elmer had a word. All the things we'd done for him saying thanks, we never heard. But it was an envelope that I gave to him that he believed was the most important present he ever had received. You see, I gave him 9 coupons to Hank's Baseball Bar and Lodge, each one good for 1 mud bath and 1 deep tissue massage. Well, he said he wasn't going to, almost threw him out. Then he heard it could cure most anything from hemorrhoids to gout. Well, the doc told him that chemo wasn't working. Might as well try them coupons because old death was out there lurking. So we went out to the lodge. Hank had him stripped, lay down on this cot, and with his big old calloused hands, he squished out all his knots. He placed his hands along his back and traced along his bones, and Elmer screamed and pleaded and gasped for air between painful groans. Well, the torture session ended. Elmer lay there sore and red. And that's when Hank completely covered him with mud. And that's when Elmer said, I'm not too much about believing in them silly ancient lores, but I'm convinced I felt that cancer being sucked out through my pores. So he went back 8 more times for that treatment every day. He's plumb sure that's the reason that the cancer went away. Well, the doc told him that story was absurd, but he could not explain the hows and whys on Elmer being cured. My wife took my hand and squeezed. Her eyes were filled with tears. She said, you still surprise me, and after all these years, those coupons you gave Elmer, although not commonplace, it might have been the thing that was his saving grace. Well, leaving well enough alone is something I ain't learned. I suppose I could have accepted her kind praises, falsely earned, but no. For once I had to fall back on the teachings of my youth, I spoiled a nice moment by telling her the truth. Said, hun, I got them coupons from hippie-looking folks that camped down by the river. Turned out to be a sorry joke. You see, I'd had that massage just once, and there's no doubt in my head that if I had to go through that again, I'd just as soon be dead. And as far as the mud bath, all I got to say, I got some of my nooks and crannies. In fact, there's still some there today. Look, I didn't want to cure him. I just thought it wouldn't hurt for him to practice laying still while being covered up with dirt.